Hello and welcome to your examination-based content class for English Communication B. My name is Elizabeth Shimoza. Welcome to the Certificate Policing Module 2 English Communication B. The code is Polc Eng1B in particular. I'm your tutor for English Communication 1B, and I will mark your assignments as well as the presentation, as well as the examination for this subject. I wish you all to be hardworking, dedicated, and self-driven students in this course. This presentation will cover the examination questions. General guidelines on writing examination will be explained. Subject overview. Throughout your career, you will be required to describe events in English in your own words. People must have a clear purpose of learning English. They must know why they want to learn English. One may just want to act efficiently as police officer serving customers. Here too you will need to know English to deal with your most valuable customer. English is one of the most widely language spoken around the world, as well as the most taught. Many people learn English as a foreign or second language, and it is the lingua franca of business. If you learn English, you'll be able to get ahead professionally. Exit learning outcomes for this module. Upon completion of this module, students should be able to describe the criteria of communications, understand good listening and questioning skills, understand the writing of an affidavit statement, understand the compiling of different kinds of correspondence. Examination questions. These examination questions are discussed as they appear on the tutorial letter for 2019. Please note that these are just sample questions, and an examination guide is just a guide. You have to further research using the internet, look at the prescribed books, go to the library for you to get more information on the particular course. So if you don't find an answer for any question in the module, please always refer to prescribed tests or research on the internet, or you go to the library. Here are the following questions. Question 1. List the phonetic alphabet used by NAMPO. List the phonetic alphabet used by NAMPO. Here you are required to write the phonetic alphabet used by NAMPO. Please do not select certain letters. Write all of it. Write all the letters that are found in the phonetic alphabet used by NAMPO. Question 2. Differentiate between a fact and an opinion and give 5 examples of each. Now you need to differentiate. To differentiate is to give the differences only. And also it requires you to give 5 examples, not less than 5. So write down the differences between the facts and the opinions and giving 5 examples of each. Question 3. Discuss active and passive voice and give examples of each. To discuss, you are expected to give a clear description of active and passive voice and give clear examples of each. Question 4. A. Discuss the different type of questions and examples. Question and answers. Fact-finding questions. Feedback questions. So you clearly highlight the different types of the following questions and the examples, and then you write down each type of question. B. State and explain in detail 4 qualities of a good report. Your aim for this question is to identify only 4 qualities of a good report. So if you write 6 qualities, don't expect to be awarded 6 marks, because the question already requires you to write 4 qualities. So you will be only awarded 4 marks even if you write more than 4 qualities. C. Outline the elements to be considered when writing the body of the statement. Here you need to outline. To outline is to give an overview and indicate the main features or elements to be considered when writing the body of a statement. D. Discuss the specific standards used to test the standard of a body of a statement. Write the standards used to test the body of statements. E. Name at least 4 guidelines for composing a good email. List of give guidelines for composing a good email. F. Name the particulars that must be kept in a fax register. So here you need to just list or give the particulars kept in a fax register. No need for explaining when it says list or when it says name. Question 5. 5.1. Name the different type of communication and give an example of each. So different type of communications, we have written communication, oral communication, multimedia. So these are all some examples of different types of communication. So this question requires you to name all of them, all the different types of communication, giving examples. So you write down the different type of communications as well as their examples. 5.2. Name the information of the deponent that should be included in the preamble of the statement. You write down the information of the deponent, that is the sex, the age, the name, the address, for example, and then you just write them down, you just list them, no need for explaining them. I think there are about 13, so you just have to list all 13 of this information that is required to appear in a preamble of a statement. 5.3. What information must be provided by the unit regarding official invitation to senior management? Please pay attention that we are doing the policing course. So whatever we are referring to the police department. So if you are not yet a police officer or you are a police officer, some of the questions are practical questions. So from the job that you are doing, you already know what is the protocol that is required when there is senior management. What do you do? What information must you provide to the unit regarding official invitations? So I strongly advise you to do your research, even in your department, even at a police station. So if you call and ask, I don't see this answer in the module, it's going to be a research question. So I'm expecting, I'll just tell you, go and research at a certain place, go and research at the police station. So this is basically what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you an answer because these are research questions. You have to go and research. 5.4. Briefly explain the protocol regarding foreign visits by members of the police force. So to explain is to describe something, given reasons and examples. So in this particular question, you explain giving reasons and examples for protocol regarding foreign visits by members of the force, that is members of the police force. What is the protocol that is regarding foreign visits by members of the police force? So this is also a research question. It needs you to go and research. 5.5. Name 10 categories of correspondence that require the attention of the Inspector General. This is also a research question. You list 10 categories of correspondence that require the attention of the Inspector General. 5.6. Name the heading used for agendas and minutes of meetings. This one is there in the module, so just go and read through it, and then you just list the headings for agendas of minutes of meetings. Question 6. Answer the following questions. Name the instructions. Okay, when you are going through your modules, there are certain instructions. There's a certain chapter where there are certain instructions that you as a police officer should know. So this instruction includes how to file confidential files, how to deal with clients. These are simple instructions that police officers must know. So you just name and then you list the instructions. Okay? Briefly explain the following instructions. Police files. Describe giving examples of a policy file. So now, when it comes to policy files, how should they be kept? Who should access the policy files? So these are some type of instructions that I'm talking about. Okay. confidential, secret, and top secret files or classified files. So in this case, I just want you to describe what is a confidential file, what is a secret or top secret files, and classified files. What type of information are found in these certain files? Opening of files. What are the instructions? Give examples of opening a file. How do you open a file? A file can be anything. It can be a case that has been reported and you have to open a file. So describe how you open a file. Description of a file cover. Every file cover, every file has a file cover. So you describe the file covers. B, name the information that should be entered with all received correspondence when completing a register. List the information that is entered with all received correspondence when completing the register. Instructions and information to candidates. What should you do in this assignment or exam? Provide sufficient answers, meaning don't write too little or too much. Also check the mark allocated to determine the length of your answer. Try by all means to use your own words and refer to your own experience. Make sure your statement ideas make sense of what you intend to say. Please write as neatly and as clearly as possible. When you need to use capital letters, use capital letters. Please do not write the whole text in capital letter. You are going to be penalized for this. And a module, a study guide is there to guide you. Do not copy and paste answers from the study. Use your own words. And I've mentioned this earlier, do your research, use the prescribed texts, use the internet, use the library, do research at the police stations so that you can be able to have knowledge on the particular course that you are studying. Good luck with the exam. Do not hesitate to contact me should you experience some challenges in your study. My contacts are email address zabe.chim@yahoo.com. My phone number is 081 33 060 30.